Hello guys, this is FX Nation. Thank you to my subscribers, and if you are joining me or watching this for the first time, please, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, like this, and just share. You know, during the times that we are in now, it's very important that we share every little knowledge that you have to better your lives. If I have an idea that will better than a person or the next person, it's very important that you just put it out there and just let that person decide for themselves. So this is free information that you can just analyze it for yourself. See, this is no financial advice. Any risk that you put out there is based on your analysis and not based on me. I'm just putting out my opinion out there, and it's up to you to decide to count your cost. So I'm just putting this information out there so that you get to know what's happening. And so today I am analyzing. I have analyzed this before, and I'm just trying to go through with you guys. This is the GBPUSD pair, and what I have been doing a couple of days, and just want to show you something. So basically, I've put my resistance there for a long time. This is not something that I've done today. I've actually put this like in some way back, and I'm just been waiting for things to play out, and you just enter when you see an opportunity. And this is where we are. So I'm using the weekly. So we have had our resistance here, and these are very simple setups, just having resistance and support. So we have had our resistance being hit. This hasn't happened once. This is like the second time now. This is the second time now, and we have had this rallying down to this point. And now what we're expecting is the same thing happening here. So we're expecting price to actually come down and eventually go up there. So price again, it may try to sweep out this lower low and make a new low, then sweep up. But our best guess or our best time is that our best guess scenario is that price will actually come down here, then should go into this level again. And then just based on this is our scenario on the weekly and even other time frames, as I can show you. Let's go on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, it's pretty much the same. On the 4 hour is pretty much the same. So we've had almost the same thing. So on the 4 hour, what we're waiting for is the price to come here. But then this is like a very big move on the higher time frame. So on the lower time frame, it looks very long, and you have to wait for a long time. But then on the higher time frame, it's very small. But this is the same thing as regards to what we're talking about. So just to take you back on the weekly. On the weekly, so this is what we are expecting to happen. This is what we're expecting to happen. But then something happened, right? So on the weekly, we have seen that this was our new support. This was our previous support, right? But it broke through. And we all know that every time structure has been broken, there has to be a retest. And this is a test that we have had now. This is a test that we have had. Now, I just want to show you something. So every time it has to retest, and then it has to now continue in its original direction. Now, I want to show you what where I entered my trades. I actually entered these trades yesterday, and they just got triggered today. I think in the afternoon. They just got triggered in the afternoon, and yeah. So this. Let me go back. Let me go back on the phone. On the daily. So we have our daily here. So we have had our daily here, and from the look of things, we have had this resistance, right? Not this resistance, this lower low. It created a newer lower low. Then it actually say going up, but then the trend that we have had has been a trend that is actually going down and not a trend that is going up. And how we know this is this. So we have had this, then 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 that, then this. Now, all of this, we haven't seen them breaking and making new higher highs. All they have been making are new lower highs. And this is a sign of a downtrend. And from what we have seen, we know that price is actually, it wants to go down to the support that we have drawn on a weekly chart. And the trade that I took was actually just about here. Let me just move these things. So which is about here. So this is the trend that we have had. And so let me just show you on my MetaTrader. On my MetaTrader, this is what we have been looking at. So this move has been a downtrend, and we know where the market is likely to go. And so I'd entered my trades just here. Then I'd put my stop loss, and I was lucky that it never got hit. My stop loss never got. My stop loss never got hit. And yeah, it's never got hit. And this is a move that we have had. And so all this move was due to this down candle that was created, and which created the market gap. And so market was trying to go back and fill these gaps, these price gaps that it did create. And so how I knew that market will actually start reversing at this point is this. So we have had this a bearish candle, of course, just creating a whole lot of market gap in this price range. Then we all know that market has to go back and fill all those price levels. But then exactly where, looking at the week, most of the people would want to place their entries from the close, but then I had put my entry from the weak side. Because there are times where, and for me this has happened for me, there are times where I would put my sell limit or my buy limit if I'm looking from the bullish perspective, and it doesn't hit. So I usually put my limits, in most cases, at the week, and then I put my stop loss exactly at the opening of the candle, so that I do have a chance, because it traded. So I'll be looking for where it never traded, for me to have a chance for the market not to kick me out. So this is why I'd put my sell limit and my stop loss. I haven't even moved. I didn't even change my stop loss. This is my stop loss, and this is where we are now. This is where we are currently having our positions. We are at $426 in total, and I'd risked about how much did I risk on the street? I risked about, it was 125 times 0 point. I think it was what, 125 times 0 point. Yeah. So I was risking about 25% on each position. So $25 times 4, that is $100. So on those trades I risked about 1% of my account, and now I'm getting like 4% in on my gains, so which is a very good trade. So GPP is looking, the GBPUSD, we are looking forward to it dropping to the to the support. our support. Let me just put it on the weekly. So we are looking for market to actually come back to the support, and this is why we can actually wait for our buy limits, and yeah, and always make sure, for me, my stop losses are within within 0.5% to almost 1.5% of my capital. I don't trade more than 2% of my I don't risk more than 2% of my trading capital. It's always between 0.5% to 1.5%. And that's has just been my plan. If the trades does cut me out, then I don't go back and revenge trade, and because that has blown my accounts more than I can count. So it's very important to stick into your plan. And yeah, so basically this is what I wanted to share with the GBP USD. So thank you for watching this, and please do share, and just let's get communicating, let's talk, let's share, let's sharpen one another. As the community is growing, it will be easier to access information, it will be easier to grow. We can only go far when you're alone, but if you're a team, a lot of people with ideas, we can actually achieve big things. So yeah, thank you for watching. Until next time.